Today I'm going to answer one frequently asked question. Only one, so stay tuned, stick around. Hi, it's Andy from gymnutrition.co.uk, back with another video. And in the frequently asked questions section, the one I'm going to answer today is about Sarms. Again, Sarms. Are Sarms any good if you're doing martial arts, mixed martial arts, etc, etc? Now, what I'm about to say, this also will apply to anything endurance based, so running, cycling, swimming, football, rugby, martial arts, etc, etc. Before I start my Sarms videos, like I do all my Sarms videos, this is for entertainment purposes only. A lot of this is information that I've come across by using Sarms personally myself. So I'm not saying take Sarms. In fact, don't take Sarms. Just use this for entertainment. Look, you're in a lockdown. What else you got to do all day? I would say that Sarms do three things, very basically. They do three things. They increase muscle size, they increase muscle pump, and they increase strength. Now let's look at each one of those individually. Strength. Is that beneficial when you're doing mixed? Come on, mate, I'm waiting for you. Is that beneficial when you're doing mixed martial arts? Probably it is, I would say, but not being an expert on martial arts. In fact, I've got very little experience in martial arts. So if you do that sort of thing, then you'll probably answer that yourself better than what I could tell you. So I would suggest it's probably a good thing, extra strength. Now the second thing is going to be pump. I would strongly say that a bigger pump is great for weight training, bodybuilding, etc. But as regards to any endurance based things like martial arts, then it's probably not a blooming good thing, because if you're more pumped, you're holding your arms up in a stance or whatever, you're not going to be able to keep try not to catch the curb because I keep curbing my wheels. You're not going to be able to keep your arms up because your shoulder's going to be pumped that much. You're just going to gas out a lot quicker. So that's probably a thumbs down for the pump. Muscle size, again, I don't know, you tell me, but from what I can gather, muscle size might be a good thing, because if you're bigger, stronger, look, we've already covered the stronger bit, then yeah, that's good. But as far as muscle size goes, you might have to meet a weight limit for if you're going to be competing in sort of like martial arts and things. So if you're going to meet a weight limit, the chances are you're going to struggle if you start putting size on, because obviously you're going to weigh more. So bear that one in mind. Also, all Sarms will be banned within your chosen sport if your chosen sport is drug tested. Okay, if that makes any sense. So in other words, if you're in a drug tested sport, whatever it happens to be, if you choose to take any Sarms products, then it will show up as you're taking steroids, and you will obviously be banned from that chosen sport. So again, take that into consideration. I'm assuming that a lot of the amateur ones are not tested and anything goes, a bit like bodybuilding's kind of, most of that's not tested unless you're in a natural federation. So bear that one in mind. Now the one Sarms I would say that might be beneficial for endurance based things, this is based on my own personal experience, is cardarine. Now when I took cardarine, my endurance went through the roof. I wasn't training in any mixed martial arts or any endurance based sport. I was literally doing cardio. What I was doing, I was dieting at the time, so the diet got harder and harder and harder the less sort of carbs I got, and I was kind of increasing my cardio at the time. So towards the end of my diet, the last few weeks, I was doing 45 minutes 6 days a week cardio, plus my usual dog walking and stuff, and I was on very low carbs as well. So I felt like I was suffering a lot, and I was thinking, I'm going to wait till I suffer and things start getting hard, and then I'm going to try this cardarine to see if it makes any difference. And within days, my endurance levels went through the roof. I just felt like I got a lot more spring in my step. Normal, like sitting here talking to you guys felt exactly 100% normal, didn't feel any difference whatsoever. So people said to me, oh well, if I take this, it's increased my endurance. They think in their head it's a bit like a pre-workout. So pre-workout, you're all hyped up, and then you can't sleep at night. Oh, is cardarine okay? Can you sleep on cardarine? Yeah, you feel exactly the same, 100% normal on a level when you're sitting here doing not a lot. You're sitting watching TV or whatever you're doing. It's just when you start doing any sort of cardio work, you know, the running, cycling, whatever. And I was doing like moderate cardio, say 40-45 minutes. And after 10, 15, 20 minutes before the cardarine, I just felt like, oh God, I just want to die. I just don't want to do this. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not even prepping for anything. I'm just doing it for like my own, let's see what I can look like without killing myself. And I would have been, well, I'm 54 now, so I think this was 2 years ago. So I was 52 years old. So I'm saying, yeah, that was kind of my reason for doing it, and also for work, for social media and so forth. So when as soon as I kicked in the cardarine, it was just like, after 20 minutes where I normally want to die, I just keep going. And I felt like I was having to up the intensity. So I'd ramp up the treadmill a little bit more of an elevation. I'll be going slightly harder on the what else was I doing? Oh, I was doing the cross trainer and rowing as well. So my rowing, I'd keep an eye on how long I do, because I'd normally do like 10 minutes this, 10 minutes that, 10 minutes that, 10 minutes that. So I'd split it up into 10, 10, 10, 10. And on the rowing machine, I'm doing 10 minutes, and that's quite hard when you're feeling tired. And I was just smashing it every time I do my 10 minutes. I was like, oh, I've done so many yards or meters we've got in the UK. I've done so many meters yesterday. Let's try and beat that. And every workout, it was going up. And I'm like, this does pretty amazing. Whether some of it was placebo effect, cardarine's great for endurance. As soon as you take it, you think, right, I'm ready now. I've definitely got more endurance because it says that. I've been reading about it. So you might get a bit of placebo effect. But if it was placebo or if it was working, it was working. So what the hell, it worked. So I would say that endurance-based things, probably not a good idea to take the normal Sarms out. The ones that I've took here, LGD, Rab 140, Osterine, what else do I take? Is that it? I was going to say, and cardarine, MK677. Yeah, I know MK's not a Sarm, but to me it's sort of in with the Sarms family, even though it's a growth hormone, it's a critical. But if you want to know more about cardarine, I'll put a end card thingy on the screen, so you can click on that and then you can learn a bit more about cardarine. If you've got any questions or any comments, then please leave them below. There's links to my socials and the website in the description below. If you like my little ranty videos, please consider subscribing, and on that note, I will see you on the next one.